Born Kanye Omari West, Ye has become one of the greatest rappers to have ever lived. He started off as a music producer before he transitioned into becoming a rapper. As a rapper, he dropped some of the greatest albums ever, which have inspired your favorite artists, including Drake, J. Cole, and Chance the Rapper. College Dropout, Late Registration, 808s and Heartbreaks, and my favorite, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, are seen as genre-defining albums, and they changed the way rappers make music now. Kanye West is known for his use of soul samples and merging different genres into his records. Say what you want to say about Kanye West. Some call him eccentric, some call him crazy, and some call him a sociopath. But without him, some of your favorite albums would not have existed. Let's make a Kanye West type beat. We're not gonna sample anything like how Kanye West mostly does. We're gonna try and make an emotional piano type beat like how, he did in I Heard Them Say. I'm just gonna play a short clip. Our first note's gonna be A, our second note's gonna be F, and then we're gonna put C right here. And I'm just gonna increase the size of that note. Now we're gonna create chords, and to create a chord, all we're gonna do is we're gonna skip a note and then add another note. So we're gonna go C and E. And we're just gonna do the exact same thing for F. We're gonna skip G, add a note at A, skip B, add a note at C. Okay, I forgot to mention we're doing 7 chords, so we're just gonna add another note here at G, and then here we're just gonna add another note. Then we're gonna do the exact same thing here, skip D, E, skip G, A, skip B. I'll put a note here on this 5th timestamp, Command O, Control L. That'll just make the notes longer. And then we're gonna highlight these bottom notes here by pressing Command Shift left click or Control Shift left click. We're gonna drag them to the side a little bit, Command down or Control down, and now we have our bass notes. So this is what the chord progression sounds like. Now we're gonna grab our chopping tool right here, and then we're just gonna chop certain sections just to make it the person's playing the real piano, make it sound a little bit more interesting. So we're gonna chop in the middle here, we're gonna chop here, we'll chop this chord here. So this is what it's gonna sound like. So now we have our chord progression, and we're just gonna add little filler notes just so that it transitions into the next chord. So here, here we're just gonna add a note here at E. And then we're gonna leave this section blank because we already have a chord transitioning into this chord right here. So we're just gonna add another note here at C. Maybe we'll even add a note here at G. So this is what it's gonna sound like. Dun, 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 G. Have a simple chord progression. All that's left is that we make a top melody. So let's go up into this 6th octave range, and we're just gonna do random notes, and I'm just gonna hope this will sound good. Let's go B. Let's bring that down to G. We just add another note here. We have our chord progression here, and we have our simple top line melody. Options R or Alt R, that's just gonna randomize the velocity. Options S or Alt S, that's gonna strum everything. We're just gonna reduce the time in here, and then we're gonna grab our slice tool here, and then we're just gonna cut this section here off, just to make sure that there are no notes bleeding over to the other section. This is what the final thing will sound like. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add a violin. Morphine has a great free sounding violin, so we'll go to strings and we choose violin. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna go with the middle notes. So we're just gonna go E, C, G. We're just gonna shift these over the next section. So this is what it's gonna sound like. Okay, so now we have a great violin playing. All that's left is for us to add like a vocal chop. Now I'm gonna add it onto the playlist, and then I'm gonna make sure it's not on time here. So for us to get it on time, we have to get to this 24 mark. Double click, we'll mess with the time knob until it gets to 24. And then we'll go to mode here, and then we'll choose E3 generic just so that it maintains its key. We don't really need this first part here, so we're just gonna chop this section here, Shift P, pencil tool, and then we're just gonna drag it there. We're just gonna reduce the volume of the vocal chop tool. all that's left for us to do is to make our drums. A lot of Kanye West style drums are usually like boom bappy drums, so I'm just gonna add a pattern here. Okay, let's start with the kick. let's grab this kick here. It has a lot of character to it. So I'm gonna go into my piano roll, place the first kick there, then we'll increase the velocity to the maximum. Let's grab this, and then we'll grab hi-hat. I'll do a simple two-step hi-hat. We'll go into the piano roll. I'll reduce the velocity of 1, and then I'll highlight from there to there. Command B, Control B until we get to the 8th bar. And this is our simple drum groove right now. Okay, let's change this to fill each 4 steps. Next, what we'll do is we'll just add a simple bass to this. So I'll open up Tower Noise Maker, and then all we'll do is we'll follow the root notes. I know the root notes are A, or just increase the velocity to the maximum, A, and then C here. Command B, Control B, shift everything over to the other side, and we'll just reduce the sound of this bass a little bit, and this is what it's gonna sound like. Yeah, so that's the beat for today. If you want to watch more FL Studio themed videos, some more will pop up right in front of my head, and I'll see you in the next video.